Hello my lovelies, Susie here from Susie Mac Creations, and I'm happy to be with you today to share my latest project as part of the design team for Create with Scrimping Mummy over on YouTube and Ko-fi. I will link all the details that you will need at the bottom of this video so that you can pop over and have a peek at what the lovely Amanda has in store for us for the coming few weeks. Now, I've come on today, it's a bit early for me, but I'm off on hollybobs next week. So I thought I would come on and leave you with something that I've been playing with over the past week. I'm on grandma duties as my two youngest grandchildren are on school holidays. Up here in Scotland, we start our school holidays at the end of June, so they've had about 10 days already, and I'm trying to amuse them with various activities, etc. So I can only come on periodically to have a play with various bits and bobs. But I had seen this journal created by the lovely, I can't remember, is that Lila over at Amity Bloom. But she had used gift bags, Kraft paper gift bags that she had found in one of the stores in America, and of course her particular bags are not available here in the UK, but I found similar, so I had to tweak it and adjust things accordingly. But this is what I've ended up making. This lovely little, it's not mini, let me tell you the measurements. It measures, oops, if I put the ruler on the right way, that would help, wouldn't it? It's 6.5 by 5.5. Yes, 6.5 by 5.5. That was the size of the bags that I found in one of our little craft stores locally. And this is what I've made it out of. These were from the Works. And you get 4 bags for £2. I bought 3 lots actually. So I've used, I've got 5 here. So I've used 5 in this one. I bought 2 lots, sorry. And they were £2 for 4, but they make lovely little gift bags in their own right if you're giving a small gift to someone, and they're a nice shape, and they come with the twine added as well. So that's what I have made this little journal out of, and I have used tons of Amanda's digital papers. In fact, I've used so many I had to write them down. Some of them I already had printed out, others I printed out. I wanted this to be a kind of floral themed little journal with some lace and etc. and some ribbon. There's no sewing involved in this one at all. It's just glue and some ribbon to hold one of the signatures in the centre. But here we go. Look, if I put this down here, I've used mixed textures, vintage florals patterns, Georgian Romance, Lily Collection, vintage florals, vintage mini, that was from September 25, Embellishment Builder, a kit that she gave a lot of us for free. The Stationery Shop was for one of her members, but can be bought in the shop. I've used Members Vintage Extras Volume 1 and Shabby Rose. I think there might be some more in there, but hey ho, that's the ones that I can remember from just looking at the papers. So we start off the front. If you see here, I've cut off this bottom piece and used it as a decoration for the front, and I've just decorated with various papers. I put some lace down the bottom here. I've added a vintage brad and some elastic just keeps it closed. The pocket holds 3 ephemera cards from various collections. Pop that there, pop that there. And the back is just decorated very plain. The ribbon I will explain in a moment. So if we open up, now at the moment I'm standing up, so I'm going to sit down, bring my trusty chair in, and we shall go through this cute little journal. Hang on, pop that in there properly. On this page, in fact, I think when I come back from my hollybobs, shall I do you a tutorial on how I've used these? Maybe that would be the best way to explain it. So, I used 5 of these bags to make this. I just added a ripped pocket, side pocket, and added some of the papers. And this holds a little postcard and a little envelope. These are all from Amanda's collections, and a couple of little flashcards go inside, and that pops in there. Here, and I think this was from the Embellishment Builder, I'm not quite sure, or it could have been from one of her other kits. But I've added the paper, just a strip of paper to break up the pink. Made a little flashcard, some lace, and one of the rose. Now this was definitely one of her Embellishment Builders, and the word. So that pops in there. Oops. Like so. And a little faux envelope just for jotting things down on the back. That goes there. That came from what was that one? Let me think. It wasn't Embellishment Builder. It was Stationery Shop. That's where that came from. And you'll see some others that came from the Stationery Shop as well. If we turn it over, all I've done is I've ripped up some of my Kraft paper and added some of the beautiful florals, just to strip up here to again break up the page. I made a little tag using some leftover bits of lace, one of the cut aparts from the collection, and some of my own little floral border lace. That pops in there. A couple of little tags that you can jot things on the back, and one of the little flashcards. That pops in there too. Come on, Susie, get that in. There we go. It's not going in because of the lace on the bottom of the tag. Just a side tuck, using again some of the beautiful papers. I think these are from the Vintage Floral Patterns, and a couple of little flashcards. Again, everything is floral. They don't, I mean, daffodils don't match the roses, but they're flowers, and I love flowers. So pop it over. Just a torn piece of card with some leftover papers, a little applique, some frayed ribbon, one of the little words, dream. And I just made this from some white cardstock and just decoupaged on it. Is it decoupage? Like bits and bobs that were left over with some of the words from the French collection. This is the only signature in this little journal, and I just used paper that I had from notebooks, and I've stenciled on them pink roses. Some of it's plain, some of it's lined, but there's plenty of writing space here. Again, just stenciled, some with pale. This is Victorian. What did I use? I'll pop it down what I used in the description box. Excuse me, my throat's starting to go. I'm going to have to take a little drink. There we go. And that's the papers for journaling on, or putting other ephemera pieces onto it, you could do that. Just a plain pocket with a little notch in it. And again, some of the collections, another one of those faux envelopes, little flashcards. This tag came from Shabby Rose. I'm sure it was Shabby Rose. This paper was from, I think it was the Lily collection, the blues and the blues and the pinks. Turn it over. This is the actual double page, and we have another torn pocket with the accent at the top, and that holds another tag and a couple of little flashcards. Then we have one of the faux envelopes that I've just glued on two sides, and that holds a larger envelope that I've took from a larger paper bag, just cut the bottom off and decorated it. Pop that in there, and we have a tag just with a fussy cut rose, a strip of paper and the word memories, and that pops in there. Turn it over, and here we have a little journaling card that I've just added on with a little it's one of those Tim Holtz tiny pins. And here we have a pull out, so it pulls out this way. You can jot things down or add things, and it jots out this way so that you can have lots of writing space, and it just folds back up. We put this back on with a little pin. There we go. A centre pocket, nothing fancy, just one of the fussy cuts. And again, I made this from leftover paper from the collection and a little bit of lace. One of the faux envelopes, and again the same thing, just a flashcard made from leftover papers, and that pops in there. Okay, we come to the back page, and I use some pretty I don't know what, it's not lace, it's just a plique on very fine mesh with the lovely lace at the top and bottom. I've had it in my stash for a long time, and it came in quite a big roll, so I thought that was perfect for this little journal. We have a flash card, just a plain card here, ephemera card, and again the little envelope, and inside we have a flash card and one of the time cards from one of Amanda's collections. So that goes back in there, and the closure is just a little piece of elastic that I have secured underneath this paper, obviously, and it just folds back over there, and it keeps everything nice and tidy, but there's plenty of room to add bits and bobs in if you so wish. So there we go. Oh, I didn't tell you about the ribbon. Oh, now, okay. I didn't want to sew this little signature in because if it gets full, I would want you to be able to take it out. So all I've done is punched a hole top and bottom, and I've gone through the middle, if you can see here, I've gone through the middle gift bag and just punched a hole either side and taken the ribbon through and through and just tied it in a knot and then tied it in a bow, and that keeps it secure. But if you wanted to pull it all out, you could do so. You can only move the signature, you can't move these because these are all glued in together. But that's my little project before I go away. I'm only going away for a week, so I'll be back with you soon. And if you pop it in the comments, and if you want a tutorial on how to do this using these Kraft bags, let me know, and I'll certainly do that for you. In the meantime, thank you very much for coming to visit with me. I hope you're all having a lovely day. It's beautifully and sunny up here today, What day are we? This is Thursday. And I've been out doing the garden. The kiddies have been helping me. I've been out doing the greenhouses, and they've been picking strawberries and tomatoes and courgettes, etc. for me. So we've had some fun. But I am missing my craft, I must admit. But hey ho, I love them to bits, so they're worth the hours. If you are a follower, thank you very much for staying with me. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would become a follower or a subscriber and hit the like button. That would appreciate it very, very much. In the meantime, I'll say bye-bye for now.